All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jim Casey. I'm going live on my TikTok. This is my first time, and gonna do a walkabout in downtown Huntsville today. First, we're gonna check out this area where the ducks and the fish are. Hello, everybody. If I don't do this right, it's because I'm new at it. I go live on Twitch a lot of times. And so this is a new, whoops, there go my ducks. This is a new adventure. Let's see. Hi, how are you? This is Big Spring Park in downtown Huntsville. I noticed the water seemed to be low, and I don't know if that was because they had the spring has been slowed down, or if they had the floodgates open. But hello, young man there. Anyway, hi, how are you? I'm doing fine. I like to do these walkabouts. I've been doing them on Twitch usually, but I think this is a better platform for this. And they're just kind of looking around. This is the south side of Big Spring Park in Huntsville. And thank you for answering back there. Making sure my microphone was working a minute ago. This is some kind of an art sculpture. I never have figured out what it represents. Other than a beached whale that's upside down and backwards, I guess. If you're from the Huntsville area, you know that this area has changed enormously over the years. Let's see. It is a beautiful day at the park, and that's part of my motivation today. This AC Huntsville is where the Huntsville Hilton used to be, and that claim to fame is that Elvis stayed here one time. I think that was like 1978. Didn't used to be nothing much over here. But we're going to look at some of the Huntsville's growing in leaps and bounds in downtown Huntsville. And, well, all over Huntsville. So we're going to go this way today and just review some of that. Part of the growth in Huntsville is they're trying to make Huntsville sort of a auxiliary to Nashville, I think, or to Muscle Shoals, since they're both in proximity, and they've got all this new mixed use in the downtown area. They are trying to promote music venues. A lot of clubs that have music downtown. The Orient Amphitheater is not downtown, but there certainly is a lot of downtown clubs and mixed use now. All this over here on the right side is new, relatively new. We've been going up around the north side of downtown. Today I'm walking around the south side of downtown. And it's markedly different because there's less mixed use in this area where they're rebuilding than there was up on the north side. And the reason is, apparently, that a lot of this is intended for retirees and because it's close to the hospital system. Huntsville Hospital is located over in this area. Oh, my screen's not bright enough. A little hard for me to see. Thanks for the likes. I'm using a stabilizer cradle, and you have to kind of cock it a little bit funny to make sure the camera is over the top of the back. So it kind of makes it a little awkward to carry in a vertical configuration compared to the horizontal. Let's see here. I might just do it anyway. I'm going to adjust just a little bit right there. Whoa! I wasn't supposed to do that. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Anyway, there we go. This is some of the area over there. It's been doctors' offices and lawyers' offices and things. Now that's been there for years and years and years, and isn't anything new. One of the things we're going to look at in a few minutes, we'll come back around to the front side of that building we're looking at there, which is a new federal courthouse. So what's going on? Where are you folks from today? I like to try to get as much feedback as I can. If you have any questions about Huntsville, I probably have an idea of what the answer might be. Now let's see. This is Redstone Federal Credit Union. They put a new branch downtown just a few years ago. And I thought, you know, that was going to be a great and wonderful thing. But now with automated tellers, it's hard to get personal service. Even here, they don't have a single live teller in this building. Let's see there. There it is. We got the flag in the breeze there. It is a nice day. It's like about 80 degrees and almost completely full sunshine. And you can see maybe an 8 or 10 mile an hour breeze. Away in the distance, that's the First Baptist Church with the infamous steeple. Of course, the other side was the part of the subject of one of my walkabouts on Twitch, because it's got this huge mural of Jesus that gets a lot of ridicule and just plain old fun poked at it. They got a lot. They did get a lot of criticism when they first built that, because that mural was very expensive. People thought it could do for other things. And I'm going to go up one, Pelham Avenue. Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard is of course named after the civil rights leader. And Bank, Alabama. These are all things that have been built within the last 10 years or so. And here we got some more things over in this direction. They're building over there. But yeah, the steeple, sometimes referred to as the great beer can in the sky. certainly wins the favor of my heart. Oh, let's see. Hello, Terry, I think. My only follower right now. I don't know who's following. Maybe we'll get a few more in a few minutes. Terry and Richard and let's see. Green Falcon, I can see. I'm having trouble seeing the screen in the bright sunshine. I don't have a screen that's quite bright enough for this. I'm going to have to get a new camera. If it's in the sunshine, it gets very difficult. Now, let's see here. I'm getting a little drink of water there. Up to St. Clair Avenue. And we're going to come across this way. TikTok says that the sweet spot for live videos is about 30 minutes. And of course, if you use Twitch or watch Twitch, you know that those guys always try to go live 2 hours, and a lot of them go 4 hours at a time. So I don't know if that's really a great idea. Half an hour is really quite enough or not. I'll probably go about a half an hour, 45 minutes today, and that'll be enough. Huntsville Hospital, as I say, that's their parking garage right there on Sibley Avenue. And had we gone back in the other direction, we'd see that there's more of this kind of apartments, which tends to be, I don't know if they have community rules. You know, sometimes they have community rules requiring no kids, pets or not, or whatever. I just recall that they had said that they were hoping to cater to retired people who might want to be close to the hospital system. But there's the infamous HH logo of Huntsville Hospital there. Now here's some of that area where this is a completely new street right here. I'm going to walk around still over to some of the other infrastructure they've got. But anyway, one thing I'll tell you is this: Huntsville Hospital has got a huge business in Alabama. I think they're the largest hospital system, and they're all over North Alabama. They're buying up other hospitals and other services. But one thing I can tell you is they've got their own organized crime branch. And most people go into that hospital and they come out better than they went in, and that's the way it should be. But I can tell you too that they do have a system, if it's only a cult or a cell, of malfeasance. And there was a point in time when it appeared that they were most likely harvesting organs, probably sending them up to Nashville. And there's little to no doubt that there was some nasty business going on that was not necessarily necessary. There's a lot of money in that stuff, and it becomes very tempting. So, I don't know. Go to the hospital if you need to, but you better know. If they need a heart or a liver or something, you, you don't want to be there on that day of the week if they're running short. They had gotten one of those med flight helicopters, and they fly that thing around town. I guess they had to pay for that. Physician parking. Here's a sky bridge. These are all relatively new. They've got 3 or 4 or 5. They got one on the governor's side that connects to another hospital just down the street, and it's got a tram in it. St. Clair. Kind of see. Here's another walkway right there. Sky bridges. And so we're on Gallatin Street. Oops, let's see. Good, how are you? Huh? Okay. Oops. My comments were not rolling. Let's see. That must be Ivan. Is that Ivan in the audience there? Hello. I didn't notice you before. And I appreciate those likes. Hello, hello. I see you waving at me. Thank you. What's on your mind today? Or it could be. And so here is just a small area that is commercialized. It's got the retail establishments, mixed use, coming to fruition. So they've got let's see, this is a Cajun steamer restaurant, it says. These are all new things, relatively new. I didn't know they had an open window like that. And here are some retail shops and things. We're just going to see exactly what's here today. A pants store. Let's see that one. I'm not sure if that's part of that. Anyway, so they got Taco Mama here. There it is. Make us get out of the way. What is that? In the parking garage. Some people have an innate aversion to the First Amendment. Heard a nasty comment back there. But oh, wait a minute. You know, you can get everything waxed there, I guess. Cabana wax. Ooh, yeah, that's everything. Nails, beauty nails, Huntsville eyes. I think they're trying to maybe cater to some of the yuppie crowd that works at the hospital, plus the older crowd. Melt to wet. Dorothy Ford Lane. Don't know what that is. We're going to turn around and go right back down on the other side there. So we come up. I appreciate that. That car really tried not to run over me. I'm always glad when they don't. Anyway. Oh well. See that side better from over here. It caused a lot of excitement when they put this Publix in. And I suppose it serves the needs of this area, the hospital, and some maybe the ones that live quite closest, the seniors who may have to walk or have limited transportation. But my experience was that it was a disappointment because it really doesn't live up to the Publix name. It's small and it's very expensive. And to me, it's like you're kind of taking advantage of the sort of a captive audience. I don't really think it carries much appeal for the neighborhoods, which are in that direction. And that's east, Twickenham Square. But it's here, if that's what you need. And it does seem to be doing business. I just think it could have been better. Yeah, fella's gonna let me cross without running over. I really do like people like that. How are you today, sir?
Good.
All right. And this is a different perspective. We've looped around. And there again, back in that direction is the Redstone Credit Union, you can see. And I mentioned this construction site is the federal courthouse. That they're building to replace the one downtown, just slightly north of the square. We've talked about it a couple of times because it's being vacated because this one's moving in. So they're going to put all the district court and everything. Now, my opinion is they're again talking about the corruption in the community. But I used to figure that if there was corruption, it was closer to the local level, being the circuit courts. But it turns out, over the years, you see things that happen, and even through experience, it's come to my conclusion that the district court is actually the one that's very, very corrupt. And it even seems to have been a sort of a tactical capture almost of some of the local people. Let's see, I'm trying to find a spot where this thing almost looks like a Supreme Court building. And the analogy I was heading for there, let's see. It's hard to see that sign because of exposures, but I think it's almost a testament to the arrogance and corruption that they build it to look like the Supreme Court. In a way, you would say, well, that's fitting. But then in another light, you'd say, as I see it, that might actually be a sign of the arrogance and the corruption. Nearly stepped in a pothole back there. Over on this other side, these are things that have been here. Most of this stuff has been here maybe 40 or 50 years. Just a few small buildings, really kind of spread out, really more urbanized in their presentations. And the parking lots and not really parking garages and nice lawns and things. And that's what's happening downtown now, is the new things that are being built are city. You know, it's not urban landscape. It's downtown inner city type of construction. Parking decks, little or no trees or grass. Maybe there's a courtyard or something, but much tighter landscape. And I guess that's expected when they start building buildings upwards. But it also tends to bring problems down the road. Oh, but and of course that's even true. The square is really the only place, and that's basically what we're looking at now. That's the new municipal building that we've looked at a couple times. The brown building to the back right of that is literally the courthouse square, and that's really the only area, a very small area at that, but just a few city blocks have been built with that kind of approach. So it could even be that some of this stuff on this side of the street that we're looking at may take a few years, but wouldn't be surprised to see that, and even this business over here, the offices over here, may eventually come down and be replaced with more mixed use and more high rises. And it becomes, of course, what we're seeing back there in the hospital district with the retail area. You got the extra wide sidewalks and things, and there again, that's the only place you used to see that in Huntsville. Was literally that small area uptown. So it's beginning to look like an inner city, more or less like Birmingham, in this part of town, Birmingham, Atlanta, and it's not far-fetched to suggest that this is an urban area that over years, 20, 30, 40 years, will eclipse Birmingham and rival Atlanta eventually, as the urbanization of North Georgia spreads in this direction, and that if and when they put more interstates in, that will the east-west from Atlanta to Huntsville to Memphis. They haven't done it yet, but they talk about it. And so this is the back around the Big Spring Park Plaza. And we're just going to go across the street and go in the live when we get back to where there are ducks. Take it right here. All right. Looks like they're probably going to try to build a high-rise right there. They look like surveyors with ulterior motives. And the art museum. Still got some green space in downtown. But some people are real impressed with the remake of Big Spring Park. I don't think they did it justice, because they took out the picnic tables and things. Very few park benches. It's really not as friendly or inviting as it used to be. It's just kind of open. a lot of concrete and stuff. But there's a nice lawn. Oh well, I don't see any ducks right now. They're all in different places. I guess they ducked out. I'm inspired by one of the other TikTokers that comes on and she does all those puns. She's kind of funny. Oh well. Oh, well, wait a minute. There is something fishy going on here. Yeah. Lots and lots of fish in there. All right. Well, thanks for watching. You may see this as a rerun. And this has been Jim Casey. And thanks for joining me on this first live on TikTok. Although, let's see here. Okay, there it is.